And he arrived and he examined cartridge mentioned in 4.13.1. And it was further marked I have no problem with that. At the moment, it's not the media, it's the lights, and it's affecting my eyesight. So, not read for about 20 minutes. It will definitely enable me to pick up speed once we commence. So, what is the suggested time to commence?
We should take half an hour. It's already past the
I'm very pale. It's only because of the strain on my eyes and the lights here. Okay, so it's, let us say it's 10 to 1 by the time all agrees. Can we say 1:30 we will be ready in court to proceed? Thank you.
Abshen ma Africa nevokile awumkelekile la ka King said so. Hi ladies and gentlemen. No. Whew. Okay, looks like I don't know. I'm a person that loves law. I tried studying it, but my excuse was that I was too busy, and I did not even make it through my first year. I love law so much. I love the practice of law. I love listening to cases. I love seeing how the court has reached its judgment, the processes, the arguments, everything. I love it. I'm a law guy. I'm self-taught on YouTube. But I don't remember listening to a case being, a judgment being read for 3 days. I can't remember. You guys have to remind me on the comment section. I can't remember. 3 days. So 7-8 years ago, a particular individual, forget if it's Julius, Malema or whatever, fired a AK-47, an automatic rifle. Let's put it that way. That person argues that it was a toy, and the court has to prove that it was not a toy. It took them 7 years. 7 years. This is unbelievable. It's a story. So in that 7 years, the court could not. 7 years. 7 years. No, man. No. This is quite strange for me. Okay, fine. Now we are at the stage where we are at the end of this crazy trial, and we are having a judge of which we don't want to judge, but you see it for yourself. She says she's struggling with the lights. It's not the media. It is the media. It is the person that is sitting in front of you. The pressure is there. And judges need to be bold. They need to carry the room with confidence. People must not question your judgment. We know. If she says guilty, this is probably going to go to the higher courts. It's going to go to a constitutional court. It's going to be challenged multiple times. We know that. We know that. And, you know, with Jacob Zuma, when they found him guilty and sentenced him for 18 months, for 18 months imprisonment, the reason for the 18 months was because if you are sentenced for more than 12 months, you cannot be a president if that sentence was within the past 5 years. I think some people, we started to know about that rule when Jacob Zuma was there. So we understood, oh, why the 18 months? You know, so even if you are pardoned, like Jacob Zuma was pardoned later on, I think he served, how long was Jacob Zuma in prison? Few weeks, if not 2 months or something like that. 3 months, I think. When he was pardoned, opened a political party. The political party did great. Jacob Zuma could not go to parliament because of all of those legal problems that he had. I think that's what they are trying to push for Julius Malema. If he gets a guilty verdict, he's going to be it's going to be problems for him in the future in his political career. Never mind his private future and everything and all of that. So because today we are receiving a judgment. What would I have done if I was in the seat of the judge? A strong fine, and I would make a strong example of Julius Malema. And not guilty verdict because of the people that have taken Julius Malema to court, the AfriForum. It's gonna be problematic to our country. A guilty verdict is gonna be more problematic. But let's look at the both sides. If you say not guilty, the next time AfriForum marches for whatever reason, they can carry guns that we are not sure if those guns are legal or not legal, if they are carrying live ammunition or not live ammunition, if they are toys or not toys, and say we are going to fire these toy guns in our marches because you guys have shown us that Julius Malema is allowed to do it. That is what the majority of Afrikaner supremacists are going to say. The majority of them. In fact, I can already see it on some of their channels that we are keeping tabs on. So they are definitely going to say that. Okay. Another thing that I fear also is not fear, but that I'm worried about is that when a not guilty verdict comes, does that then mean the CIC can do the same thing in the future? With a proper toy and everything in the future, in the release of the EFF, can he do that? Understand? So if he can do it, can the crowd do it? You understand what I'm saying? Where we are going? It's a difficult thing. It's a very difficult judgment to look at here. So I say a strong fine and condemn that you must never ever do that again. Go to parliament, create a law that this type of toys must be considered dangerous to society and to the public. Because I don't think there is strict laws against those toy guns. In fact, there isn't. There isn't. So I would also say no. Those things must not come. I don't want to be in a stadium, rugby stadium. I don't go there. I don't watch rugby. Gathering somewhere, and then someone just discharges what sounds like a real firearm. For me, I don't want to be in that gathering. You understand what I'm saying? So that's where we are finding our problems. So as we defend the CIC, we must also say it is not a good look. We must be honest with each other. Because if you defend him and say he is right, then you are saying you are encouraging it to happen again in the future. And I don't think anyone with a sensible mind will say, CIC, do it again. This is not I repeat. You know what I'm saying? It's not an I repeat situation where the Constitutional Court has ruled that this is a struggle song and everything. It's different. This is different. This is different. So, yeah, I'm expecting two things. A fine. I don't know how she's going to go around fining it. How she's going to word it, because she's in a difficult situation. She's feeling the pressure. She can't even read properly. Eyes are messed up. She can't get to the last page. She knows what remember, she knows the verdict. So if we go back to King Setso's special abilities of facial expression, voice tone, body language, she knows the verdict and she is fearing to deliver it. And according to her voice tone, the way she's reading it, reading the arguments that were presented to us and everything, it sounds like she's heading the direction of a guilty verdict. You understand? It sounds like, listen to her when she's reading the response of Malema. Her voice pitch goes a little bit up when she responds. It's like she's trying to imitate how Malema talks. When she reads, and then she says, the response said, I don't know. It's none of my business. I don't do, you know, she emphasizes the words of the respondent more than the other things, if you listen carefully. So yeah, there's actions, for every action that we do, there's consequences. And I'm speaking now to the fighters and everyone who will be in court. I saw a lot of people from Northern Cape there on the clips, and I'm like, yeah, they drove from Northern Cape to the Eastern Cape. I wish I could have went there. I really wish I could have went there. But anyways, you support your leader, and if the leader gets a not guilty verdict, someone has to come and say, leadership, we can't keep on giving our enemies reasons to take us to court anymore. It's not an issue of we fear them. We don't fear them. But for the sake of you, our leader, we have to protect you, because you are our hope into the presidential race. You are our hope. Without you, we will run, but it will be difficult. And you must be honest, say, leader, let's be careful. And to be honest, ever since that incident, Julius Malema is being watered down. His character is being watered down every year because of age and maturity. Not in a bad way. Like he's maturing and doing things differently, according to my view. He's no longer that CIC of back in 2019, 2017, 2018, 16, 14, 15. That Julius Malema was different. Ever since COVID, we got Julius Malema who pops up now and then and shakes the world and goes back to his own space. You know, he has matured enough to give other people of the EFF a chance to shine. Excuse me. Especially after the departure of prominent members of the economic freedom fighters. I think now it's like he's more relaxed, but of course he will have then deeper trust issues now more than ever, and that's human for him to do that, you know. So yeah, for me, if I was in his advisory panel, I will tell him, if we get a not guilty verdict, I will tell him, as you speak outside, my president, tell them that you don't encourage that thing again. You don't want to give people good reasons to attack the EFF. So in the future gatherings as the EFF, we are not going to bring toy guns and everything. The hand gesture of the gun is enough. It's enough. That's what I would say. So again, the common theme that is on my comment section, at least, is that, hey, Julius is arrogant. Hey, Julius, yeah, Papa, whatever. And I've warned you guys against it. I said, okay, no. Even when Jacob Zuma was arrested, Julius Malema was the one who warned against that arrest. Could there be another riot in South Africa because of Julius Malema's arrest. I can't say no and I can't say yes. You know, can't say no and I can't say yes. The July arrest was birthed in KwaZulu-Natal, and without stereotyping people of KwaZulu-Natal, the Zulu people, they've got that in them. They've got that. They've got that folk attitude in them. So the support of the CIC is spread into the country. There isn't a stronghold. They don't have a province where you can say, in which province will the riots start if something like that would to start. You know, yeah, you would get marches here, but I don't think we'll get anything close to the July riots. I don't think so. I don't think so. There will be a lot of outbursts on social media, but I think it will end there, if not a few little marches here and there. But very peaceful marches, by the way. So I don't think so. I don't think so. Because I remember what the CIC said about the July arrest, and when he spoke to Jacob Zuma, he said, "Listen, go, don't allow this thing to happen under your name." So I don't think he will forget that advice that he gave to Jacob Zuma. Do you think that there might be an outburst if he's found guilty and sentenced seriously, like something like 3 years, 5 years, with a suspended sentence, but a fine or something? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? I see Gayton is very happy, says Julius must be found guilty so that they can be mabanditi together. You see, Gayton Lee, Julius, we must just watch them, and right now we must keep a level head. Too. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in on King Says So. End of the month, people. Please send your 50 Rand contributions. Please send your 50 Rand contributions. This weekend we are buying some material for phase 1, building project phase 1. So we need your assistance, Ma Africa, as they continue to distract us with all of these things that are happening. Let's not forget to have a little bit of progress on the side on building physical institutions for the future generation. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in on King Says So. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray, but after you pray, stand up, African child, do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you. All the best to the CIC.